Zohar, are the 10 separated by men and women, and why?
In in the wisdom of Kabbalah, what we learn is that we don't follow the wisdom of this world. We follow what the Kabbalists tell us as far as the spiritual roots of things, meaning how things are connected on a higher level. One of them is that there are certain aspects of the male and the female in nature that need to be corrected in certain ways. And although it would appear like there's it has to do with men and women or guys and gals, it's not that. It's about a certain form of correction that has to occur in the soul in order for us to correct it. Meaning the whole male part has to be corrected and the whole female part has to be corrected. And then you correct all the male and female correction together. It's just a process in which the root and branches are manifesting in our correction. And so, yes, in our groups, when we study, when we do the connection between us, we connect the male parts with the male parts. We connect the female parts with the female parts. Not the men. It's not you should understand that this is not only between us in the 10, in a men's 10 or a women's 10, but even inside of me, there are the male parts, which are called the bestowal parts, and the female parts, which are called the deficiency or the lack, or the female parts. And those two parts are reception parts. These two aspects are corrected separately and then connected together. It's the process in which Kabbalists teach us to correct it. So yes, we do separate them, and then we have our points of contact as a whole. There are other reasons why men and women in Kabbalah are studying in some separation, mostly on a much lower level than what I just said right now, which has to do with the fact that it's a distraction for people who are working on connection between them and on spirituality. For especially for men, we have this inbred thing inside of us that makes us not think about spirituality and God and the connection between us for the sake of spirituality. When we see a woman, we have other thoughts in our minds, and we prevent that if we can.
Then how is the female part like deficiency? I think female are more bestowing than men.
That's true. Women are naturally more giving. They're naturally bestowing because they are mothers. They give birth, and yet even the anatomy of a woman is reception. The male's anatomy is bestowal. It's not about man is a giver and woman is a receiver. It's referred to as the female and male that make up the whole. By the way, there is no such thing in nature that you can separate the two. Everything has male and female. It's just like saying yin and yang, or black and white, or love and hatred. You cannot have one with it, or reception and bestowal. But the kli, the vessel, the deficiency, is referred to as a female aspect of spirituality, and the light that fills it, the quality of bestowal, is referred to as the male part. Not that guys are better at bestowing or something like that. They're not. They have a certain role in this correction. Both me and you, Melina, have male and female parts in us, and
exactly.
And this is not about correcting our social aspects of being guys and gals in this world. I'm saying it on purpose like that. It's about correcting our soul, and we are not about trying to create injustices of how men and women are. If we don't correct everything, we don't correct. Period. And so we're all in this. We just don't want to follow what we think of in this world of how things are right or wrong in this world, or how we could have a whole argument on that, but that's not even relevant to our conversation. We are working by a method called the wisdom of Kabbalah, and how Kabbalists teach us how to correct our soul. And so that's what we're following, not because of anything else.